Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Hello again, welcome back. I want to ask you if you have a pet. Do you have a pet? Do you have a dog? Do you have a cat? Do you have a goldfish? We're not going to talk about the goldfish today. We're going to be talking about our furry friends. And that doesn't have to be a dog or a cat. You can have a ferret. Apparently, they make really, really good pets. They're not very popular here in South Africa. They're not a very well-known pet in South Africa. But I know in America, you guys have ferrets, and they are awesome. I've seen YouTube videos where they're just so cute. It could be your bunny rabbit. It could be your guinea pig. My nephew they live in Sweden in a very small apartment, and he can't have a cat or a dog, and so he has two guinea pigs. Um, they are often referred to as our fur babies, okay? Because trust me, most people treat their pets better than what they do their kids. I know in my circle of friends, they certainly do. And I can tell you what, I don't have children, but my Jack Russell is like, he is my fur baby. So do you have a fur baby? And if you do have a fur baby, then I want to ask you something. Do you find that the energies in your life, the energies in your home, the energies in your spaces, do you think that fur baby, that pet of yours, has made a difference to the energies within your living space, your sphere of influence? Do you find that without that pet, and I know many of us who've had pets, the pet often does not live as long as what we do, and we've had to get other pets. And what I want to ask you is, do you find that when your fur baby passes on, do you find that the energies change, the energies are different? And not just from your perspective, but the actual physicality of not having that pet in the room or in the surrounds, has that changed the energy? Does that make sense? Kind of makes sense to me. I think what I'm trying to say is, do you find that your pet adds energy to your life, your living space, your everything? And is it just because you feel more for your pet, you feel this love and this attachment and this bond, the same as what you do for your children? And is it a you thing, or is it an actual physical them thing? Are they emitting a specific energy that tends to have an effect on you? I'm not going to give you an answer to this. I want you to think about this, because I've been thinking about it lately, especially because Jack Russell is getting on in years. He turns 13. He's just turned 13. He turned 13 on the 11th of October last year. So happy birthday, Jack, for last year. And so this year, 2021, he's going to be 14 years old, and that is pretty old. I mean, I think Jack Russells only live until they're about 15, 16 years old, normally, generally. And so, he's an old man. And I was looking at him the other day, and I was just thinking, my God, dude, you've become so old, because his little face is all gray, and even his little eyebrows are going gray, and it's adorable. And he's still very sprightly, and he still loves his walk. But he does tend to spend a lot of time sleeping. And I have found that his energy, instead of actually waning or decreasing, his energy is actually increased. He wants to be a lot closer all the time. He wants to be in the same room as me all the time. He follows myself and my fiance around all the time. If I'm not here, he'll follow my fiance into the back room, because my fiance works from home, and the reading room has now become an office, everybody. So Jack Russell always has to have one of us around, or both of us around. And the energy with him, I personally have felt the actual energy coming off him has changed. And that energy has not only changed his surroundings, it's actually changed my energy and my responses to him and his needs and his wants. So I have ended up responding differently to my dog, because he's got older and his energy has changed. Do you find that with your pets? Do you find that with your fur babies? Do you find that you as their energy changes as they grow older, it's the same with humans. As we grow older, our energy changes. Our energies fluctuate. So have you found that you respond differently? You react differently in an energetic kind of way? Are you perhaps a lot more attentive to the animal? I don't believe that animals can ever create a stagnant energy in one's life. Their movement, their physical being, they're just being there with you in your room, in your arms, on your bed, in their little basket. That cannot be a stagnant energy. It has to be an energy that has some kind of force on you, some kind of reaction on you, okay, effect on you, and you will respond to that energy. I know that when my previous dog, his name was Butch, and when he died, I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. I had to take like 2 days off from work, and as I'm sure many of us, would feel. But after that initial shock, I came home and there was such a change in the energy in that house. There was literally this not sadness, but there was this deadness in the house, if that makes sense to you. There was so much missing energy. It was like somebody had taken an ice cream scoop and scooped a big hole out of the overall energy in that house, in that sphere of my living space, and then we got another puppy a month later, and that energy was filled. It wasn't the same as when Butch was there. In fact, the puppy we got was Jack Russell. And his energy is completely different, but it works in the same way. It works in the way that your fur baby energizes you, and you in turn will energize that fur baby. That's why they react to you. They know that when you say no, they mustn't. Not that Jack knows what that means, but anyway, that is how I think this whole relationship between us and our fur babies or our pets actually work. And I believe they've been put here with us for that very reason. It's to enhance us, it's to enhance our energy and perhaps make us realize that no matter how hard the day has been, no matter how cack the afternoon has been or the last week has been, we can come home to this pure and positive energy, because that's all they give out. I don't believe that animals can give out negative energy. It's impossible. They just can't. So I think that they've been put here as a specific treatment, almost, like a guide dog or one of those, emotional support dogs. That is why they've been put here, is to help us, to energize us, and to allow us to share their energy to make our lives better, and to make our lives more, it's going to sound weird, but more energetic, That's just what I found with my pets. And funny enough, especially with Jack Russell, but then I think it's because Jack Russells are incredibly, incredibly energetic all the time. Even when they're sleeping, they twitch around. So I think that the energy in my life since I've had Jack Russell has been abundant. And I want to know from you guys, have you noticed this about your animals? Do they have a direct influence on your energy and your surroundings energy? Give it a thought. Let me know down below. While you're down there, subscribe, like. You can click the little bell. I think it's up there somewhere, so that you'll get notifications every time I post another video. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I'll see you next Tuesday for some more 10 talk.